how to set up a Facebook page. So this is the most important part of marketing your driving school. So if everybody has got their profile, their Facebook profile, down the left-hand side, you can see the Pages toolbar. And it says Pages feed, like pages, and create page. So all you have to do is click Create Page over there. And then the screen will come up and it'll be local business or place, company, organization, or institution. At the DIA, we went with company, organization, and institution. But for the purpose of this webinar and, you guys are mostly all small businesses, I would pick local business or place. And again, what's great about Facebook is they prompt you all the way along. So you'll be asked to fill in a company name and be taken through a step-by-step process. So I've just made up a dummy driving school for the purpose of this webinar. It's called DIA Driving School. So then you can kind of add the category there, which you'd put as driving school. And then you can just put a couple of sentences about your business. So what kind of tuition you offer, where you're based. I'd suggest keeping it punchy, keep it interesting. Add your web address as well. This is great for SEO, which we've spoken about previously, which is search engine optimization, so people can find you easily through Google. And then once you press Save Info, I'd click yes to that as well. Is DIA Driving School a real establishment, business, or venue? Yes. And then you just say Save Info. Then you'll be taken through the prompts. So you'll be asked to add a profile picture, and you can upload from your computer, which is the easiest way to go. I'd recommend a logo as it's simple and it's important for brand recall and brand awareness. A picture of a branded vehicle as well works as well. You don't have to just have a logo, but I try and keep the colors of your driving school. It's great for brand recall. And the third step on the bottom of the right-hand side of the screen here is set up your preferred audience. So this is where Facebook Pages is completely different from a personal Facebook profile. So using this, your page will more likely be seen by the right audience and the right demographics. So what you can do here is add the country, the county, the postcode, and it can zone in on the specific area you're looking for. Also your age demographics, so who you're teaching. You're mostly teaching youngsters, and you can kind of set that kind of those parameters. Or if you teach all ages, you keep it on 18 to 65. You can even hone in on an audience by ticking the industries that you think your preferred target audience would be interested in, whether it be like automobiles or automotive industry generally. We keep that blank because we try and keep it as broad as possible. So from there, you can go ahead and customize your page. What's great about the business pages is it tells you how complete your page is. So if you have a look here, it's just doing those 3 actions before in the previous slides. My page is already 66% complete. And it says that we've added a profile picture, and we've added in little bits of information, and we're still to add the cover photo and add the contact info. So you really can't go wrong. So as you can see, my page is quite bland. So I'm going to brighten it up a bit more, make it a bit more exciting. I'm going to add a cover page, and this again, I think it should be linked to your driving school or the profession at least. So you can have a photo of a car or fleet of vehicles. Picture of the open road works very nicely. A picture of L plates. What I do for the DIA page is I switch it up every few months. Every week's a bit much, but I like to change it depending on the season, or if I want to advertise certain events. Maybe you want to advertise a certain promotion, and you can put it there. So for my dummy driving school page, I put kind of a generic image of L plates, but picture says speaks 1,000 words. So it works quite nicely there. Also, once this is done, I'd kind of just have a look around at your profile, familiarize yourself with the features, because this business profile, this business page is very different from a personal profile page. For example, people can give you a star rating and write reviews for you on the bottom left-hand side corner of your page. And they can also write posts. So there's not necessarily reviews, but if they've got any questions or anything and they want to ask you something or post something or thank you for something, they can do that here. It's not in the center of your profile like in a normal profile page. What's also different about Facebook pages for business is that there's a call to action button over here. So you see, I haven't changed it yet. But it's very important to have one of these, as it makes it that much easier for people to come into contact with you, make contact with you, book lessons, etc. So if you see this photo, you can change it to book now or call now or contact us. You can see there it says add a button to your page that takes people directly to your website or app. So you can just kind of select the one which suits you best. So once your page is customized to your liking and you've kind of got the branding down and you're happy with how everything looks, and you've added in various bits of information such as your web address, maybe a price range, email address, phone numbers, that kind of thing, which is all over here. You can start posting essentially. So what's great about pages as well is there's a lot more settings and privacy features that you can change with regards to posting statuses and photos and what people can post on your page specifically. So at the DIA, when I'm talking about the DIA page, we don't monitor who posts on our page, and we kind of don't want to worry too much about the kind of approving posts before they're put up online. For obvious reasons, we want to keep it open and honest, and people need to post what they want to, but maybe you want to. So in the settings tab, which is if I go one back, it's a little wheel over here. There's a little settings button, and you click that, and there's also a wheel that will come up. You can change all your privacy settings, and this is one of the questions I got in when people signed up, was about how they could make sure that they had kind of complete control and they could curate the page as much as possible. So all you need to do is click edit under visitor posts and change that to review posts before they're allowed to be published, or you can disable them completely. So it's all here, visitor posts. So here ours is anyone can publish this page, anybody can add photos and videos to the page. But all you have to do is click the edit button, and you can change that to monitor, and that means you have to approve. So someone will put a post up, you will get a notification, it won't be seen by anybody, and you have to approve it before it can go on your page. Or you can completely disable it so nobody can post on there. I think that's quite limiting, and I don't think that's too great for reach and things. So I think probably the former would be better. You can also change how you receive notifications. We receive notifications for everything, but you might want to limit it a bit if you're kind of getting a notification every 2 seconds. So you can turn off if somebody checks in to a lesson with you, or turn off someone who likes your page or reviews your page or anything like that. We've got them all on, and we've had no problems with it, and we kind of prefer that. We like to kind of keep up to date, and you can also change your message settings and things as well. One more thing as well is, if you're with a driving school and there's a couple of you guys managing the business, or a couple of driving instructors, you might want to have multiple people curating and editing the page, and that's really easy to do as well. So if you just go to page roles, I'm the admin there, but you can always type in another name or another email address, and they will be added as part of the admin team as well. So if you're away or you can't edit the page or post updates and things like that, or answer any questions that come in, your friend who is the fellow admin will be able to do it for you. This is another question that I got, was I have Twitter and I have Facebook, but it's taking a while for me to post on both, and I don't really have the time. So how can I link the two? It's very easy. All you do is you go to www.facebook.com/Twitter. And this page in front of you will come up, and you just say link to Twitter, and then you'll have to put in your Twitter username, and then it just links. So that's great because whenever you post anything on your Facebook, a status update or anything, it will automatically be put on your Twitter feed as well. Right, so what I want to get into this evening is something a little bit more in-depth. So I've kind of brushed through the novice type stuff, the intro type stuff, and I want to show you how I manage the Facebook page for the DIA and how we use analytics and insights to help us post the best possible stories, updates, and reviews and such. So if you click the Insights button, which this is just a screen grab of our page, and you got page, messages, notifications, and insights. That's where you're going to be able to have a look at all your different posts and how they're performing. So yeah, I find this the most interesting part of having a Facebook page, and it shows you kind of what time your posts get the best pickup and the engagement, so you know when to post the best type of stuff, and you know when to update your page. Right, so here is the, once you click on Insights, you have the overview here, and you can click on each one of these to kind of go more in depth with your analytics. So the first one is likes. So on the likes page, you can see how many people have liked your page over a specific period of time, and you can always change the date there as well. So you can have a look at between, I had a look between the 25th of December and the 22nd of this month, and I kind of saw how our likes and our audience and our fan base grew over that time, and what dates saw the biggest pickup. You know, the 10th of January specifically, there was kind of a huge spike then, and how it just kind of what's best is to see is that it's steadily growing, kind of not decreasing, which is always good. Reach. So clicking on the reach button will allow you to see the number of people that see your posts. So you can kind of see which posts do the best, and you can tailor your feed to that. So here you can see, here's December and January, and over here is the number of people that each post has reached. You can see what kind of time period does the best. And this is all organic, so we don't pay for any of these posts, or what happens kind of naturally through our fan base and how well our posts do and how many people see our posts over a specific period of time. And next up is page views. So when you click the page views, you can see the number of times people visit your page over a certain period of time. Again, you can change. You can have a look at 1 day, you can look at 6 months, and it will populate these great little interactive graphs and things. And what's nice about this is that you can see where your page views come from. So you can see that someone has just gone directly onto Facebook and gone directly to the DIA page, which is great. A lot of people also find us through their timeline. So if we post an update, it comes up on their timeline, and that's how you kind of get through to us as well and find out about us. I think the most interesting insight is the post insight, because it shows you what time the best pickup is for the post you put out. So here you can see the best time for us to post at the DIA, and this is general. You can use this as a basis for when you post, is around 8 p.m. There you go. That's when most people seem to be online, when most people seem to be on social media. But generally speaking, it's kind of in the morning and in the evening for obvious reasons, because people aren't in work or school. So there's a huge dip around 2 a.m. obviously, and a dip again around kind of, between 9 and noon. Slight spike when everybody's on lunch again, and then it dips out again, and then towards the evening, it just, more people start logging on and engaging. Right. This is just a quick example of posts. So I've just included this image here that shows you the performance of different posts. And due to Facebook's algorithm, things like videos and photos do a lot better than just normal posts with links. And you can see that here. We posted a photo. It got a reach of 2,158 people, and over 58 people engaged with that. Whereas just a link with a post with a bit of text got significantly less. less. 686 people saw that, and only 37 people engaged with it. So, keep it fun, keep it exciting, and keep it kind of visual, and a lot more people will engage with your post. That was a valuable insight for me. And the last insight on there is the people's insight, which gives you a breakdown on the type of people who like your page. So their gender, where they're from, what language they speak, so that again you can make sure that you are posting updates that would be of interest to your fans. So you can tweak all your posts to make it relevant for them. Right. So now we've covered that. Please carry on kind of submitting your questions in the question bar if I can help out in any way, and I will get onto that. But quite a few questions came in about how to improve engagement of your business page and to get more people to talk to you, get more inquiries in and things like that. So these are kind of my golden rules and what I use when I do my social media marketing for the DIA. So what I do is I post at least 3 times a week, but ideally once a day. And there is so much news, updates, and things going on in the industry that it's really easy to kind of post an update. And I'm sure there's lots going on at your driving school as well, whether it be you getting involved with maybe some charitable cause, such as Children in Need, or maybe you've had a flood of test passes and things like that. Post those. Obviously, when it comes to posting photos and things, please get the people that you're taking the photos of, get their okay first. But post that kind of stuff because it gets great reach and engagement from people. If you've had a look at the insights that I just spoke about, you see that posting in the morning and posting in the evening is when most people are on social media. So make good use of that time and post then, because you'll get a lot more pickup from people. And also tag people in your posts. So if someone passes their practical test, ask if it's okay if you could tag them in a photo and post that as well, because that will be seen by all their friends and family as well. Hashtags used to be just a thing used for Twitter, but hashtags now is a valuable part of Facebook as well, and people can search using hashtags as well. So you can pop a few of those. You don't have to go overboard, but 1 or 2 will suffice on your posts. Another helpful hint, I think, would be to share things that have widespread appeal. Things definitely to do with learning to drive, but in general, cars and things as well go down very, very well on those on driving school pages. Now that Facebook is really is used predominantly for latest news and things as well, there's loads of different kind of news and updates that you can post. If you see someone's post that is relevant to your driving school, why not share that post to your wall or to your business page? As I said before, pictures and videos wherever possible, it really does increase your engagement. Also, people don't read too much on social media. They're skim readers. So try and keep your text short and punchy and interesting. Don't bother posting essays because people won't read them or won't get through them. What's a good idea as well is to join an association page such as the DIA, and you can share all our stories and things, or any other kind of discussion group for that matter. Also, a helpful hint would be to share that you are on social media. So put your social media widgets or icons on your websites. Here, I've just shown you here if you can put it at the bottom of your email, and people can find you easily and like your page. So I wanted to get on to questions now, because we had quite a few of them. And the first question was, can members of the public see my personal profile if they have viewed my, if they have viewed my business page? No. So you use your personal Facebook profile to add a page and make a page, which would be your business page. People will be able to engage, see, like, comment, post on that business page without ever knowing that it's you, Joe, who has put that page together. There's no link. They won't be able to find you friend you or have a look at your personal details. It's completely separate from the outside. It's only from the inside that you know that it's linked. So the second question, is it possible to filter the comments you receive? Yes, and I kind of touched on that in the settings. So all you have to do is when you're on your Facebook business page, click the settings or the little wheel icon, go to your kind of privacy settings, and you just change that so that you can monitor what is posted, and you have to approve it before it's posted. The next question I got through was, what are the differences between running a business on Facebook and having a like page or a business page? I think that's what they mean. And are there any costs involved? So at the beginning, I spoke about the huge differences between Facebook personal profiles and Facebook business profiles. Business profiles have a lot more insights, customizable features. You can write reviews. You can give people star ratings. It's a completely different animal to a personal Facebook profile. Again, you can't search for a business if they only have a personal Facebook profile on Google. So if you type in Google and you've only got Joe's Driving School, and you've only got a personal Facebook profile, that won't come up on Google most likely. But if you have a business page, it definitely will. So it's great for search engine optimization. And then most important, what I find most interesting is those analytics and those insights. So if you have a personal profile page, you can't see how well your posts do, the reach, the engagement, what kinds of people are liking, engaging with your posts. You just don't know. So there you go. And are there any costs involved? No, Facebook is free, and they say it will always be free, apart from if you want to use Facebook adverts. So that's when you actually run physical adverts or boost your posts so that they're seen by more people than that like your page. And obviously there is a cost involved. It is a nominal cost. This evening I wanted to chat to you more about organic posting. I didn't want to really kind of dwell on Facebook adverts and stuff, because you get what you pay for. If you pay £20, you will reach tens of thousands of people. But we like to do it organically through kind of posts and news and photos and things like that. But there's nothing stopping you paying money for advertising. But no, you don't have to. Can I invite members of the public to like my page? So yes, if you have their email address, or if you're friends with them on your personal profile, you can invite them to like your page. The next one is, what is the best way to link a Facebook page to Google+? Right, so that's a little bit of a complicated one, because Facebook and Google are pretty much their rivals, so they don't play nicely together. But what you can do is you can get a third-party platform such as Hootsuite. I've got the icon over there, that's Hootsuite. And you just go to hootsuite.co.uk, and you just kind of sign up there. It's free. You can have a paid for version as well, but kind of the standard one is free. And on that platform, with your username and password and things, you can curate all your Facebook and Twitter and Instagram posts, etc., and Google+. So whatever you post, if you put in a status update on Hootsuite, it will get posted to Google+, Facebook, and Twitter, etc. So there's no way that you can link them together like you can link Facebook and Twitter easily. But through Hootsuite, which is like a third-party site, hootsuite.co.uk, you can have a status update that you can schedule to go out on all your preferred social media networks. So there is a way of doing it. It's not too difficult. It's just one extra step than what you would have to do with Facebook and Twitter. Also, I got a question in about how you can increase likes to your page without paying for boosts or paying for advertisings after you've invited your friends. So yeah, I touched on that before with my helpful tips and hints. So yeah, keep it fun, keep it light, share other people's posts, share news. Please use the DIA page to share news as well. We really don't mind. and just kind of keep it fun. And as I said, photos and videos go down a treat. The next question I got was, how do I put my school on Google or Earth and link it to Facebook? This is an interesting one, and it's very, very, very important. I can't state that enough. So it's very easy. There's basically two websites that you have to go on to. You go to google.com/business, and then all you do is you click add business, and a search bar will come up, and you'll type in your business, and Google will just check that your driving school is not already listed. And obviously it won't be because you haven't done it. So you just click in add new business, and you type in your driving school's name, the address, and your contact number, and it's done. And that's as easy it is, and then it's easy to do as that, and you click submit. And when you put your Facebook business page together, when you put in all your details, such as your address and contact number, it will automatically link with Google, and a tiny little map will appear as well, so people can kind of locate what area you're in. So it links very kind of organically together, so it kind of picks up one from the other. So just make sure you are listed on Google. Google Business is not necessarily Google Earth, so it's google.com/business before you put your page together, so that everything's in place. And the last question that was submitted to me was, can everybody see what you have written, or just the person you have written to? Right, so it depends where this is being written. So if someone sends you a direct message in your inbox on your Facebook page, only you and only them can see it. No one else. It's not broadcast to anybody. But if somebody writes a review or writes on your wall, your page wall, as it were, they will be able to see it. But if you change your privacy settings, as we spoke about before, you'll have to review that post before it can be posted to your wall. So it all depends on your privacy settings. But if they submit a direct message, nope, only you and them will be able to see it. Right. So those are kind of the questions that were submitted beforehand. So now I'm going to go through and answer your questions. So let's have a look. The next question is, I can get to my business Facebook through my personal page. They have two different names. Yeah, that's correct. They do have two different names, and they are linked. So you'd have Amy Turner, and then you'd have DIA Driving School, and they're linked as much as you can see, but no one else can see. Another question's come in is, how do I link to local groups? So I think this question is about how you kind of can join discussions and things, and other driving schools or other associations. It's very easy. So if you go to facebook.com and you sign in, and at the top there is a search bar, and you can type in kind of keywords, and it's amazing what will pop up, such as ADI or driving school or driving association or driving instructors, and you can even narrow it down to driving instructors Kent or driving instructors Manchester, etc. And many, we engage with a lot of different kind of groups and discussion panels and things on Facebook, and they will come up on your search bar. You just find the one that's the most relevant or looks the most interesting to you, and follow them and engage with them and start posting on their walls and start getting involved. And yeah, if you want to start off somewhere, start off with the DIA. So if you just search DIA or Driving Instructors Association, will pop up as a Facebook business page, as it were, and you can like us, fan us, and yeah, you can start sharing things and posting on our wall and things like that. Thanks for that question. Right, so the next question is, in price range on the page, it is a £. Is there a way of adding your actual prices? Yeah, so to the left of your page, you will see your overview, your URL, and your price range. I don't want to talk too much about that because some people don't like to put their prices on there, but it's only a case of putting your cursor over that and pressing edit, and then you can put your prices on there. It's very easy to do. Obviously, we don't really do that on the DIA page, but for your business page. Of course, you can do that. Do you know how many likes are needed for insights to start working? I need 12 more likes apparently. Yeah, there's a threshold. I think it begins at, maybe you can advise me how many likes you've got, but I believe it's over 20 that you need to start seeing analytics. But it happens really quickly. And if you invite all your current kind of customers and things and past customers and invite their, and they in turn invite their friends to like your page, they come through really quickly. So if you can tell me how many you have, and then we can go from there. But the DIA, we have about nearly 3,000 odd. So we've got analytics for days, but it really it comes very you'll see organically the growth will be pretty steady if you post 3 times a week or so. Those likes will start coming in pretty quickly. I've got a question about hashtags. So this gentleman might not have joined us for our previous webinar, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I did an overview of all social media profiles, and I spoke about hashtags. So hashtag is an actual hashtag, and people put the hashtag before a word in a post so that people can easily find it through searching. So if you have a picture of someone just passing a test and saying, "Well done, Sally, for passing your test first time," and use a hashtag and then driving instructor Manchester, people who search on Facebook for driving instructors in Manchester or driving instructor Manchester, that post will come up and you might have just scored yourself a customer. So that's how hashtags work. They were first used on Twitter, but now Facebook use them prolifically as well. I got a question in, does Hootsuite link Google business page? Yeah. It links your Google Plus page with your Facebook and your Twitter, etc., etc. Your Google business page is just your business name and your address and things. So you can't really post from a Google business page. It's just where people can find your address and your contact number. So in that way, not. But it's very important to have your business registered with Google so that people can find you on maps. Again, great for added SEO, and people can access your website through that as well. And I've just received a message saying that they have about how many likes you need before you can start seeing insights, and it's 30. So you need 30 likes in order to start getting insights. So it's not many, and you'll get there soon enough, definitely. Another question that's just come in is, how do I invite my pupils? So obviously when they become a pupil of yours, you get various details from them, such as email addresses and things, and all you do is you pop there when it's on the search for friends page, you just pop in their email address and then you can add them like that. You can send them an email invite. You can also ask them on people use their business cards and flyers, and they have little Facebook and Twitter icons on there with their kind of names and their business names on there, obviously, and they are easily found that way. You can also incentivize it, like have little competitions and stuff, like please like my page, and you can win a prize and things like that. So the next question is, would I have a Google Plus page for your business? It is totally up to you. I was thinking of doing a social media webinar per month focusing on a specific platform. So the first one was an overview of all of them, a little snapshot view on all of them. This one is on Facebook, and maybe the next one could be on Twitter, and the next one on Google Plus. The thing about Google Plus is it only came out as a competitor to Facebook, and I'll be honest, I think Facebook offers more. First of all, there's a much larger audience. There's 900 million people using Facebook per month. So Google Plus less so, but we do use it, and there are people that love it, and it's linked nicely with if you have a Gmail email address, it links really nicely as well to that. So it kind of builds off your Google account, as it were. So it does have its usage, but if you don't have one, I wouldn't be too concerned. I think it's definitely Facebook that's the big one. It has the major clout in the industry. And is there any more questions that you've got before signing off tonight? I think I've answered all of them. Hopefully they're clear and concise enough. I could talk about Facebook all day. There's so many different customizable features and things to look at, and so much information. It's quite layered in that way. But what's nice is that it's very easy to set up, and you can be as complicated or as simple as you need to be. Oh, great. I've got one last question here. I've just been told that his daughter manages his Facebook business page for him. Where can I get info on how to set up my own page properly and get things working well? Okay, you can ask me. What I've done today is 96% of the people, as per the poll, had already set up their personal profile and things. So I didn't want to go into too much, didn't want to go in depth and take up too much time doing that. But the person who has submitted their question, please contact me directly, amyturner@driving.org, and I wouldn't mind kind of doing a step-by-step process, either over webinar, Skype, even on the phone, and we can go about setting that up so that you're completely 100% comfortable with administrating and managing your own Facebook page. Another question is, can I add documents for customers to access? The best place to host documents would be your website, so people can look at them and download them via PDFs. So you can't host a document in full on Facebook, but you can have a JPEG, so that's a picture. So you have a picture of the document. Depends how long the document is. If you have a JPEG or a picture of that, you can post it as a photo, and people can read it like that. Alternatively, you can copy and paste it from Word or type it out, depending on how long it is, and put it as a status update on there. I'd like to find out kind of what document you want to put on Facebook, and that way it can help you to think of how best to host it. But I still think if it's any long documents, your website's the best place to put it. Another question is, can the DIA put together a booklet? Yeah, I don't mind kind of translating this webinar into a booklet for you. Alternatively, I can also send you the presentation that we've gone through together this evening. I can do both of those. And again, I'm also always available on the help desk or on email if you have any specific questions. So yeah, that's a good idea, and I don't mind sending that over to you. Another question is, how does Facebook find some of my students from several years ago, even before I signed up? I don't get it. Okay, so if you have your pupils' email addresses, you just feed your email addresses into the invite friends, or invite to your page. So invite people to like your page is what you click on when you're on your business page. You pop in their email address, they will find them. Alternatively, if you have their names, it's a little bit more labor intensive because there might be many Sally Smiths and Ben Barkers or whatever. You can look that way. At the beginning of the presentation, I showed you that when you first sign up for your business page, you put in your email address. It will take all your contacts that you have on your email address, and you can send the invites to them directly. So that helps. So you can essentially target hundreds of people that way. Sue has just given me a really interesting question. Can you have a business page and not a personal one? Yeah, you can. It's more complicated and it's more limiting because there's a lot of stuff you can do behind the scenes when you have a personal profile than when you have a business one. You can curate it better and you can have a look at insights better and things than when you just have a business page. So even myself with the DIA, I link my personal profile, my Amy Turner profile, to the DIA business page, as it were, because it's just easier for me to manage it. It's really difficult to post. If you have an app, it's so much easier to post on your phone if you have a personal profile, and you're not posting under your personal profile. It's just you use that to link to your business page. I can send you the link where you can just sign up as a business page if you want to do that. It's just a simple URL you can put in, but I would recommend just linking the two. And I just got a question in saying, can I talk to you at 3:30 tomorrow about Facebook? Unfortunately, I'm not office based tomorrow, but if any of you or all of you have a question, please drop me a line at amyturner@driving.org, and I can kind of schedule a kind of phone or Skype meeting with you to set up or clear up any details you have or any problems you have with your Facebook business page. Great, and I've got lots of people asking if I can send the presentation over. Yes, great, not a problem. Just let me know in the comment section or send me an email and I'll be happy to send you this presentation that we went through this evening. And I got a question saying, I noticed the webinar is being recorded. Is there a way of listening to the recording? Yes. All our webinars that we've done in the past are available at driving.org/training, and you just click on webinars and you click on previous webinars and they're all up there. So this one is recorded, but it won't be up this evening. Give it a few days, maybe early next week, and it'll be up for you to have a look at. Okay, so I don't mind staying a little bit later to answer all your questions. Please keep on sending, send them my way in the questions bar. Otherwise, drop me a line over email. And yeah, I hope that you found it of help, and you are a lot more kind of au fait and confident with what a Facebook personal profile page is, what a business page is, the differences, why you should keep them separate, how easy it is to do. Yeah. And I've just got a recommendation, and thanks, Amy. Great webinar again. Thank you, Roger. Thank you. Separate webinars on Twitter and Google sounds great. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Once a month, we all meet, Thursday evening, and we'll go through one social media profile at a time and just kind of go through it in depth, look at what they're used for, what they're good for, what they're not so good for, how to set it up, and how to get the best from it. So cool. So before I sign off, thank you so much for all the thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the kind words. Thank you so much. Really helpful. Thanks. Very interesting. Great. I hope I was clear and concise. I grew up on social media, essentially. So it's all kind of second nature for me. So I had to really, really go back and kind of start from scratch. So I hope it was engaging enough, and you felt kind of comfortable with everything I spoke about, and understood it all and things. Before I sign off, though, I just want to do a quick punt. I don't know if many of you attended our National Standards Training Days in 2014 and 2015, but they're back and they're updated and they're completely new for 2016 with loads of kind of interactive training videos and discussions and things. So if you've attended them, they are new, they're updated. And if you haven't, it's kind of a great insight into the national standards and the standards check to kind of set you up to be the best trainer that you can be in each and every one of your lessons. So tickets for those are now on sale at driving.org/training, which is the same place where you'll be able to view the webinar. It's driving.org/training, and you can click on there and find out more about these events, where they're taking place. They're going to be everywhere from Surrey all the way up to Scotland, and everywhere in between. So if you can join us for that would be great. They're kicking off this spring. The first one is on the 31st of March in Surrey, and the last one is in May in Glasgow. So we hope you can join us for that. And yeah, I'm going to be signing off now. If you have any further information, please email me. I'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for all your kind words and all your feedback. I really appreciate it. All right, great. Good night, everybody. Keep well. Bye.